Hello everyone, I'm Silas, and today I'm gonna share about my top 100 most influential people, which is Jensen Huang, and he is classified in the category of innovator. And this is my presentation outline. First is the introduction. I will talk about who is Jensen Huang and his company, NVIDIA, and then is the main discussion. I will talk about what did NVIDIA do, and then is the reflection and conclusion. So first is the introduction. Everyone knows this device. It's called Nintendo Switch, and it is the best-selling gaming consoles in the market now. And you can use it to play numerous interesting games. But if there's no a company called NVIDIA, you may not have the Nintendo Switch now because the chip inside Nintendo Switch is called Tegra X1, and which is made by NVIDIA. And Jensen Huang is the CEO and the founder of this company. So this is Jensen Huang. Jensen Huang is a Taiwanese American, and he moved to America when he was 9 years old, and he is 59 years old now. And he studied. He has a master degree in electronic engineering in Stanford University, and he is the founder and CEO of NVIDIA. And he is also counted as the top 30 CEO in 2021. And we will talk about NVIDIA like now. So NVIDIA is the fabulous semiconductor company. So which means the company designs chips but not produced by themselves. They ask some chip manufacturing company like TSMC or Samsung to produce their chips. And their main product is GPUs and data center. And GPUs we'll talk about it later. And their main field is gaming and AI and deep learning. So yeah, this is the simple introduction, and we will know about the company later. So this is the main. Second is the main discussion. So first, I want to talk about the evolution of games. So the first one is Pac-Man. So everyone knows this simple game. It's probably the most knowing game in the gaming history, and it is published in 1980. So you just need to control the Pac-Man to eat all the dots and get away from the ghost. It's a really simple but interesting game. And next one is the Final Fantasy VII. So maybe not much people know about this game, but this game is a really important in the gaming history because it is the first game that you can use 3D model in real-time gaming. So although the 3D model is really simple, you can see from the picture, but it is also a really big progress from the previous one. And next one is Death Stranding, which is published in 2019. So I've played this game before, and I think it has the most beautiful graphics that in the game I ever played before. So this is the whole screenshot of the game. So you can see it has a really realistic mountains and landscape. And playing this game, you are not feel like playing a game. You are feel like you're watching a movie. So the gaming progress is really huge in the past 40 years. The first Pac-Man is just like a 2D game, which is very simple. But now we can have a game like Death Stranding, which is very complicated. It has very breathtaking graphics. So, which with the technology advance, we can have more better gaming experience now. But we can play this game because of this important computer parts, which is called GPU. So this is the NVIDIA's latest GPU. It's called RTX 3090 Ti. So if you have, it is really expensive. It costs 2,000 US dollars. But if you have one of these, you can probably play all the game in the world in in your uh, in your computer, but it can do way more than that. So let's talk about GPU. GPU stands for Graphics Processing Unit. The main use of it is to use to gaming. So yeah, personally, I personally use GPU for gaming as well. But it can also be applied in 3D modeling. if you're an architecture or you are a designer, you probably need a better GPU to support your work. But last is the most important one, and this is why Jensen Huang can be elected in the Time 100 most influential people, because GPU can also be used in deep learning. And deep learning is a new technology that allow users to apply AI in their work. So, for example, this is a medical picture. That medical picture needs a lot of accuracy to know know the disease of the of the yeah the one got sick, and so Nvidia used their computers to support the work, so that they can be easy to diagnose. And so let's talk about AI. Everyone knows AI stands for artificial intelligence. So in this speech of Jensen Huang in the NTU graduation ceremony, he said that AI can make everyone use computer easily and do things that no humans can. And last, it can automating intelligence at large scale, which is a little bit confused, but he said in his speech that AI can make our life more better than ever, and it's still breakthrough. He has some really outstanding job in the medical or academic or even science or technology. And here I would like to quote a phrase of Jensen Huang. He said that a researcher once said to me, Mr. Huang, because of your work, I can do my life's work in my lifetime. So NVIDIA is the company to produce GPUs and high-end computers. And if there's no if there's no this company, scientists and researchers around the world cannot do their research perfectly because their computer is not able to run such hard computing. So NVIDIA is the one to make this work come true. So yeah, this is the main discussion. And third is my reflection. So of course I know this company because of it produce gaming graphics card, and I personally own some of their products. But in my research in this presentation, I know that NVIDIA produce a lot of computers that make our life more easier and make our life more convenient than ever. And so NVIDIA is not only a gaming a company about gaming, is also a company about our future. And last is the conclusion. So you know that uh, AI is changing our world now, but AI is actually a software, and a software need hardware to run. So AI is a really complicated algorithm that needs really high-end computer to run with the software. And with NVIDIA's work, we can now use AI in our life really easily. For example, you can use voice recognition using your own smartphone because of the work of AI. So AI is keep changing our world and life now, and NVIDIA and Jensen Huang is probably the most important one to make our life more convenient. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Silas.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think so after Silas' presentation, so now you must have known more about Jensen Huang, right? One of the, you can say one of the tech leaders in the field. So can we start with any question or comment? Again, so to ask or to make comments, you just need to turn on the mic and speak.
Hello, Silas. I'm Rick, and I have a question that I want to ask. That the reason is declares that the demand of graphic card is not that urgent as before, and those research institutions that they had revealed that the inventory of graphic cards are getting more compact, and the supply chain is getting longer within long terms of inventory storage. So, what is your point of view that how can NVIDIA to deal with the long term inventory times?
Uh, so personally, I'm not really sure about this problem, but I know that uh, GPU is running out of stocks because there are a big market called to like GPU mining that you can use GPU to get like Bitcoin or Ether coin. But now the the price of the coin is getting down now. So actually we can buy graphics card at a normal price now rather than the two years from now. So I think graphics card market is getting well now. So you can buy things that you want than before. Is that okay to answer your question?
Right. So thank you, Rick, for the question. Yeah, I think yeah, that's also a relevant question. Yeah. So it's about the latest change in the industry. I have a question for Silas here. I think so. Jensen Huang is often compared with another Taiwanese tech leader in the U.S. I think she is Lisa Su, right, of
Yeah.
AMD. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I think you know this leader too. So we try to maybe compare their leadership style. Do you think they belong to the same type of leader, or they have dramatically different leadership styles?
I'm not really familiar with the leadership style of these two CEOs, but I know that I think their products are really similar. So and they use a lot of uh, relevant technology to compete with other each others.
Mm.
So I think both company is a really have a really high defect in the computer or even technology field. It's both a really important company.
Yeah, I mean, we know MIT, right? MIT just named one of the buildings after Lisa Su. So, who do you think is more influential in the IT industry?
This is a good question. I think AMD has a lot of aspects. They produce CPU and GPU at the same time, and they did a great job on both fields. And Nvidia cares more about supercomputers and data center. I think Nvidia is the one to produce something that really advance our life and make our life better. But AMD is also a great company that produce computer parts. But yeah, maybe AMD has some other innovation in IT. I'm not really sure about that.
Mm. All right, thank you for the answer. Yeah, I think it's very clear. Okay. Yeah, I know it's always maybe it's not that fair to compare the two leaders, but since I think they're both from Taiwan, I think it'll be interesting just to put it on the scale. Right, thank you. Okay,
Okay.
so if there are no further questions or comments, then let's give Silas a big hand. So thank you very much for the great presentation. Again, to remind you, during the Q&A, if you can, please still turn on the camera so we'll be able to see and talk to each other. Okay, so now without further ado, let's hand over the floor to Alex. So Alex, the floor is yours.